friends, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things that I only own one of. And I really wanted this to be my first video because minimalism and cutting out excess are two of my biggest passions in life. Without further ado, let's get started. And the first item on today's list is a washcloth, because we really don't have the need for more than one. And plus, I only really use it to dab my face dry after I finish my skincare routine. And then I just wash it as needed, so really, why have more than one? And the next item on my list is a planner. And at the beginning of every year, I buy a really nice Erin Condren life planner to keep things like important dates, to-dos, lists. I keep everything in this thing. So really, I don't need more than one. I know people who have an academic planner, they have one for work, they have one for their personal lives. And I just find that overwhelming. And so I really just try to keep all of my stuff in this one planner. And I've been using Erin Condren life planners for the past 5 years, and they've really worked well for me. And the next item on my list I can't physically show you because I'm using my phone to record, but the next item on my list is a phone case. And I know a lot of people who use phone cases as accessories, and that's totally fine, but it is not something that I've ever felt the need to do. And whenever I get a new phone, I immediately buy a phone case, and that is the case that I use for the entirety of the life of my phone. And I also can't show you this next thing because I cannot find it in my house. But the next item on this list is a belt. That's simply because I just buy pants that fit. Before I buy a pair of pants, I will take it to the fitting room and try it on. And if I'm not completely satisfied with the way the jeans that I'm buying fit, then I won't buy them. And I find belts uncomfortable, so I don't want to wear them all day. So really, if I just buy pants that fit, I have no need for a belt. And the next thing I only own one of is a hairbrush. I really don't have the need or the extra space to keep two in my house. This next thing has been a big thing recently, and that is the claw clip. I can only use one at a time, so what is the point of keeping two whenever only one fits in my hair? And I've seen packs of 4 or 5 of these on Amazon in different shapes and sizes, and I come to the conclusion that I only need one that works well. And so I bought this one for my salon when I went to get my haircut a couple of months ago, and it has really been working for me. I did have to replace it recently because I did break the one before this, but it was really nice only having a small number to pick from and knowing that this was exactly what was going to work for me. And the next two items go hand in hand, and that is I only own one wallet and I only own one purse. And by only owning one of each of these items, I don't have to worry about switching out my purse or my wallet depending on the day or the event that I'm going to. And I really like that this wallet is so small, so if I'm just leaving the house for like 20-30 minutes, I can just grab this, put it in my pocket, and go. I don't have to worry about grabbing my purse or a backpack to take with me and carrying that around stores while I'm running errands or whatever else I have to do that day. And on the topic of purses and wallets, I only own one debit and one credit card. And this really makes it easy to manage my money because I know exactly what I have in each of my accounts and how much of a balance that I have on my credit card at one time. And I really do enjoy having minimized finances. And if you guys want to see a video on minimalist money habits, I would be happy to make that video for you guys. And the next item on my list are earphones. And this one kind of has the same logic as my claw clip, in which I can only use one pair of earphones at a time. So what is the point of having more than one? And these are just cheap $5 ones that I got at Walmart a few months ago. I am saving up for a really nice pair of Apple AirPods, but right now these work just fine. And this next one, I have worked really hard on minimizing to the point where I only had one, and that is sunglasses. I used to own dozens of pairs of sunglasses, and I would choose whichever ones I felt like mirrored my personality that day, and that just got really overwhelming at some point. Plus, I have terrible eyesight, and so I need prescription sunglasses, and prescription sunglasses are pricey. So really, I can't afford to buy more than one pair. These ran me close to $300. And so I was really mindful on buying a pair that I knew I would love for years to come. And I got these prescription sunglasses last summer, and I've really been loving these. And I know a lot of people who say, oh, I lose sunglasses a lot or I damage them, so I have to buy cheap ones. But I have found the more money I spend on something and the less I have of that item, the more likely I am to take care of it because I have no other choice than to take care of it or I will be without them. The next item I want to talk about are tennis shoes. And I don't do a lot of activities that require tennis shoes. I do enjoy hiking, and my husband and I try to go for a daily walk, but I usually just wear a pair of my old Toms. They're comfortable and I find them to be supportive. And the next one is controversial, and that is that I only own one television, and that is in the family room. This is because we don't want to make the habit of watching TV in every single room that we're in. We think it is very important to mindfully connect with each other, and if we had a TV in our bedroom, we know that that is what we would be doing in the evening instead of talking with each other or telling each other about our days. And the next thing that I only own one of is a beach towel. And I know a lot of people probably don't even own beach towels, but my parents have both a pool and a hot tub, so they're easily in the water year round. But with the beach towel, it's easy for me to just be able to hang it up to dry and then wash it as needed. And so really, I don't have a use for more than one beach towel. The next one is kind of a category rather than an item, and that is makeup. And I keep my makeup just in this little pouch and it all fits really nicely in here. I think the best way to explain it is that I only have one eyeliner, I only have one concealer, I only have one foundation. I don't have multiples of these items because I have a very minimalist makeup routine. And I have found that fast makeup is becoming a huge problem, much like fast fashion is. You go on TikTok and Instagram and you see people with these rooms full of makeup that they cannot possibly get through within a reasonable amount of time. And so it's all just going to waste for the sake of having options. And the next thing that I only own one of is a ring. I only have my wedding ring. And that is because I don't like the feeling of wearing rings, and I really don't like the way the rings look on me. And I absolutely love my wedding ring, and I wear it every single day. Plus, I have really tiny fingers, so a lot of rings that you buy in stores don't fit me, so I would have to get it resized, and that's just a big hassle that I do not want to deal with. And the next item is a suitcase. And I have a pretty small suitcase compared to other suitcases that I've seen. And that's because I haven't flown in years, so I don't need multiple suitcases or a big suitcase. Again, I pack very minimally, so I don't need a huge suitcase or multiple suitcases to fit what I need in my bag for a week or a weekend. And only having one suitcase and having it be very small means that I'm not at risk of overpacking. It keeps me within the confines of my suitcase, and I found it really beneficial to my travel overall by minimizing the amount of things that I bring on vacation with me. And the next one is a big one for me, and that is that I only own one water bottle. And I bought a reusable water bottle, one for the sustainability of it, and also I can put more water in here than I can in just a small cup, so I am drinking more water throughout the day. But about every 6 months, there is a new trending cup, and I have really worked hard to fight against cup trends over the years. Like right now, it's the Stanley Cup, and before that, it was the Hydro Flask. Before that, it was the Yeti. Before that, it was the Corksicle and the Turvis tumbler, and so there has always been a trending cup. But whenever we're buying a new reusable cup every 6 months, then it is no longer a sustainable option. It is actually a less sustainable option to buy a new reusable cup every 6 months than it would be to just use plastic cups. And that is really the message that I am trying to send here, that overconsumption is the reason that we're in a lot of the ecological and environmental issues that we're having right now. And as an environmental scientist, that is the overall message that I am trying to spread when it comes to minimalism, is reducing how much we're consuming and reducing the impact that we as individuals have on the earth. If you find a reusable cup that you love, buy one in a color that makes your heart happy. And so you can use it for years to come and be happy with this purchase for the rest of time. And then it truly is a sustainable option. And the next option is a phone charger. I used to have just a million chargers sitting around my house, and I don't see the need to keep a charger in every room of my house. And so if I need to charge something like my iPad or my Switch, then I'll just go grab a phone charger from our bedroom and bring it downstairs so that I can charge my electronics that I'm using when I'm down in the family room. And the next item, I hope I'm not going to have to use for a few months since it's starting to get warmer outside here in the Midwest, and that is a pair of gloves. And I only own one pair of gloves because in the winter, I'm never outside for an extended period of time. We don't take our daily walks like we usually do in the winter. And if I do want to exercise or move around, I'll do my exercises in the house, or I'll walk over to our community gym that we have here at our apartment complex. And I really do love this pair that I own. I think it is just the cutest little mitten. And so I don't see a need to buy another one because I just really love the pair that I have. And I saved a really boring product for last, and that is a pair of sandals. And these I bought because they're just easy to slide on whenever I walk out the door. If I'm going to get the mail or if I'm going to be outside just for a short period of time, I'll just slide these on and walk outside. I was really intentional on buying a pair of sandals that I knew were going to have a timeless look and I knew I was going to like for a very long period of time. And so I bought these. I don't usually buy fast fashion. I avoid it like the plague, but I did buy these at Walmart because I felt like they were sturdy enough to where they would last me for years. And I really liked the coloring. Again, I think it's timeless and I think it's going to be a product that I'm going to enjoy for the next 5 or 10 years. I do eventually want to add one more pair of sandals to my wardrobe, but I really am being intentional about it and waiting until the perfect pair comes along. And there you have it, guys. Those are some of the things that I only own one of. And there are definitely more, but I wanted to just give you a few ideas to hopefully inspire you to evaluate where in your own life that you may have excess and that you may be able to get by with less than you currently have. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd be curious to know some of the things that you only own one of. So leave me a comment down below and hopefully it'll blossom into some really good conversations. And give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.